And we're back, guys. Thank you for clicking on the Q&A. I am so glad to be answering these questions. It feels like I'm more connected with you guys. Just wanted to show you how many questions I've received, and I will try my best to answer all of them, but I will have a part 2 for everyone who has more in-depth questions. So without further ado, let's start. If you weren't modeling, what would you be doing? What are some of your goals in life? So I always thought about this question. I did want to be a nutritionist. I love food. I love to study the health and benefits of different kind of foods in your body. So I think that would be definitely something that I will be doing, but I don't want to imagine my life not modeling. I think this industry or this career kind of found me and I found them. So I would love to think that I will do it for a bit longer. My goals in life are to continue for another 4 to 5 years and then to build a beautiful family, and then let's see what happens after that. What do you usually eat in a day? That changes a lot because it depends how much time I have in the kitchen, what I want to eat, but it's usually, I don't count my calories or anything, so I make it very balanced, like a protein, some carbs, some good fat, fiber, so that's the most important for me. The only thing that does keep the same and consistent is breakfast, because I tend to have just eggs or like a porridge or acai bowl. But if you want to know more, obviously I post a lot of stories, especially my quarantine meals. I've posted in my IGTV, so you can go ahead and check those out, and I will be posting much more. But yeah, that's the best I can tell you, because I try to keep it healthy, but also there's not like a structure that I have for every day. Really curious, what is dating like a model? So I'm gonna answer this not as I am now, because I'm currently in a relationship, but the dating scene when I was single is non-existent, because you're so immersed in work. There's so much work that you have no time, and you just feel sorry for any other guy who's gonna like be with you, because you're just like, I have no time for you. And that's what it is like. There's gonna be, obviously, like right now I found a guy who understands my job perfectly and who's there for me and supports me and travels, but there's so many guys who will say, we get it and we will support it, and then after a couple months it's like, oh, you're always busy and you don't have time and you're with them and this, and it's just like, you know, it needs a lot of patience, a lot of what's that word? Loyalty? Trust. A lot of trust in this industry, because not every model is like what you hear she is. And a guy should also be very trustful and kind and supportive. Next. Okay, it's also with the dating. What type of guys does models date? I just want to kind of break the shackle of the models only date like models or like good looking people, because this is just a myth, and I've had so many questions, so I chose this one just to kind of let you guys know that there's no like, it's not like it's people and then there's models. We're all people, you know, so we are dating the same. Like, you can go into a bar and find a guy, you can go on Tinder and find a guy, it's the same thing. So please don't think differently of this group of people. We're still the same, so everything that you do, we do as well. Do you speak Spanish? Your height. I get this a lot, and I know I look Spanish. I've been in a Spanish music video, I have a lot of Spanish fan base, but I don't speak Spanish. I watch a lot of Netflix, and I gotta say I love freaking the Spanish TV shows, and kudos to those actors. I don't, but hopefully after I learn German I can tackle that. And my height is 5'8.5", which I believe is 175 centimeters. Who is your favorite supermodel? I actually have quite a few, and they change. The ones I respect a lot are the ones who are kind of turning into moms or already moms, because I love how they balance their careers out with their family. Like Candice Swampole, Adriana Lima, they're beautiful examples of models who achieved it from an early age and also kept being great moms and great wives to everyone, and a great example. So this is definitely someone I look up to. But of course the beautiful Kate Moss and Tyra Banks is among that list. I have a huge list, but all the girls who build themselves up from nothing is definitely someone I look up to. How did you gain this strong confidence? It comes and goes, guys. The confidence is not always there, but I did definitely gain a lot from the criticism. So from people letting you down or saying stuff to you that horrible and mean, you kind of like get this shield, you know, this protection. So also being alone, like when I'm alone in LA for 3 months, I do everything by myself. You know, you have this whole life, adult life that you do yourself. And I think confidence is something you have to work on and build, and you have to tell yourself, find something every day and look at yourself in the mirror and find at least 3 things that you're really proud of and just work on those things, because some days you wake up and you're like, God, you know, you don't feel confident, but there's something that you love in your body. Like there's so many things. So find something, tackle that, go deeper every day, and then believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, then no one else will. Do you have a free day workout, free meal in a week? Yes. I have my cheat days, which I have my Sunday cheat days, especially here, but especially now in quarantine, I can have like a good meal, like a good breakfast, and I'm like, today I'll be healthy, have a good breakfast, have a good lunch, and then I'll have a small Lindor or like a chocolate, and it's fine. You know, the thing is with me is that I realized whenever you stick to a really hardcore diet, your body will crave crazy things, and then it kind of doesn't balance it out, because you're trying to lose weight and be on a diet, but then your body's craving like sweet or sugar, and you can't balance it out. So like find things that, you know, work for your body, because I found out that if I'm craving chocolate, I have hazelnuts, and that is a similar craving, and it kind of gets it away. So that's good. Best advice you could give to an aspiring photographer as a model? As an aspiring photographer, I think I've worked with, of course, photographers who are super new in the industry, and I'd say just DM all the girls, models, because there's so many girls who would love to test for free and get your book going, because as models and photographers or any like artist, you have to build your book and you have to get experience. So when I started out as a model, I was just DMing all the photographers to shoot for free, so that I built my knowledge and I built my portfolio, and then you kind of grow together. So that's definitely a great tip. Posing tips for pictures. So the way I learned, I'm actually going to shout out my friend Jessie Lee. She's a great model, and I remember that, and I think that was a great learning process for me, because I booked my first job with Forever 21 in 2017, and I remember I came on set and I was so nervous because it was my first time doing e-com, and I would watch some girls online, and of course the best way is to find an online website, go there and see how the girls are posing, and then I would repeat that in the mirror, and I was doing that for such a long time. And then I came to set and I looked at this beautiful girl who was posing like a dance, like she was just moving, and every shot was like, beautiful, Jessie, you're amazing. So I was like, wow. And I kept watching her. We linked and we became great friends, and she always like showed me what to do, and I kind of watched her. So first, like, some girls have more experience, so watch them and like let them teach you some things. That definitely helped me a lot. What are the pros and cons of being a model for you? So I actually did answer this question in so much detail on my previous video that I posted, but just to make it short, the cons: traveling, being lonely all the time, not seeing your family, your friends, your boyfriend or girlfriend often. The fakeness of the industry, like a lot of fake people you come across, you don't have a consistent group of friends that you grow up with. And the criticism, the amount of no's you get, the amount of people that say these things that hurt your feelings a lot. That's the biggest cons. And the pros are you do gain more self-confidence and you become stronger as a person. You meet amazing people when you do, because you travel to places you would never travel, or you would travel in a longer period of time, and you get to that and you experience all these beautiful countries and cultures and all these beautiful people. So that's definitely a big pro. Are you a full-time model? Currently, I am a full-time model. What is your workout routine and how did you learn it? Took a long time, guys, to learn it. Even nowadays, I have workouts with my girlfriends and we're like, whoa, like I've never felt this muscle before. What is this? Because there's so many muscles in your body and it's amazing how your body works. And I think you should try a lot of things. Try boxing, try running, try Pilates, try reformer, and see what works best for you, because when you have so much knowledge, you can incorporate small little things and then you can see what works best for you. And definitely me trying a lot of these workouts and knowing what actually I have to work out as a model, I have all this knowledge and I can, you know, do my home workouts that everyone's been doing these days. But I feel like when you're a model, you have more knowledge to give to other people. Please share how to keep the body fit without workouts. Hate to break it to you, but it's not possible. Good nutrition for sure, but you guys all need some workouts. We all need some. Keep your body going, even if you're going on a run for like 20 minutes. Just do like a 20-minute session a day or a 15-minute ab workout. Like, your body is so astonishing, you know, you have to keep it going, you have to keep it fit. We all want to grow healthy, grow old and healthy, so definitely good food, good diet, and workouts. How do you keep from getting homesick during all your travels? I've been very lucky to travel sometimes to new places with my fiance, and that's how I don't get homesick. But definitely when you're single, was very difficult, and I mostly just do a lot of Skype calls and FaceTimes with my family and parents and your partner, of course. Favorite fast food? McDonald's. I do love a good McDonald's when, like, once a year maybe, there's a day, but I love a good burger and fries. Favorite breakfast? Acai bowl with great toppings like bananas, strawberries. I love a good acai bowl. Do you eat carbs? Yes, I do, because everyone needs carbs. That's a myth. Carbs are good for your body, but in good quantity. Will you be able to continue to model in Germany? I did model in Germany, obviously cannot even compare to the industry in the US, but it's also possible. So yeah, hopefully Germany picks it up and gets as good as the US. It will take time, but for now the focus is in LA, and hopefully soon it will be in Germany too. Does it get hard being in a relationship at times while continuing to grow your career? If it's the right person, it's not going to be hard, because that person's going to support you and it's going to balance, you know, both sides out. But it definitely does get hard, but when it's the right person, it won't be as tough as you think. What made you want to take modeling seriously? The opportunities, and when I realized what I can do, and I think the belief of the people I had in me. So the fact that my manager believed in me so much definitely kept me going. Would you put your son, daughter into modeling? Also answered this question in the previous video, but I would not force them to go into it. But if one day my daughter came and said, Mom, I want to model, I'd make sure she had a degree first, just like me, and then she could do modeling on the side and see what happens. If doors open and if it looks prosperous, yes. And I would teach her all the pros and cons and tell her what I've been through. What is your ethnic heritage? So I'm actually fully. So what is your ethnic heritage? I am half Pakistani and half Russian. My dad is Pakistani and my mom is Russian. What's your favorite thing to shoot? Don't really have a favorite thing to shoot. I love to do obviously a campaign for a brand because there's more creativity and freedom, but there's nothing like specific that I love. I love to do everything. Modeling is loving everything 100%. If you don't like something, then you shouldn't be doing it. So definitely love it in and out. What's your biggest fear? I don't know if this is more into my biggest fear about modeling or my biggest fear in life. I'm going to think that you meant biggest fear in my life. And my biggest fear is growing old alone. That is, actually makes me want to cry, because I always said I never want to grow old alone. So guys, make a big family with a lot of children so you like have so much love and love each other. The biggest obstacle you overcame in the past. That's a good question. I think the biggest obstacle I overcame is realizing how unhealthy my body was and how it looked. And that is something that a lot of girls don't tend to see, because the industry could tell them they look a certain way and they look good, but they're actually not. And the biggest obstacle I overcame is that, like, me being anorexic and realizing it and working my way out of it by myself. Keep strong and positive. I think that was big turnaround in my life. Is your personal life different from your social media life? You know, I know a lot of girls, and when I look at their social media, I'm like, this is not you, girl. Like, so many thoughts in my head, but I try to keep it so genuine. Some people even tell me to like glam up more and do this more, but of course it's staged. Like, you know, if you look at my last post in my Instagram, I'm like on the couch with my dog held high and reading a book. Like these certain aspects are staged, but I try to keep the point of like natural makeup and natural hair and me at home and like what I'm wearing. Like this is something I would like wear at home. So I definitely try to give my most like personality on show and IGTVs. So I try my best to show you guys how I am in life. And my latest video that I did post was about my hair routine, and I'm in the shower without makeup washing my hair, and I think there's nothing more honest than that. So I would say not so different. Next, what keeps you so positive and upbeat? You could sell a good deal of that good feeling potion. I'm really happy to hear, and you know what keeps me so positive is you guys, because you guys give me so much loyalty and love that I want to give this back, and I wake up happy and I want to transfer this. I don't know why. Like this is something I want to like put my phone and record me dancing, and this is just who I am. Of course some people are like, what the hell is she doing? But those people can get their own potion somewhere. But find something that inspires you, motivates you, makes you happy. I have a grateful journal. I like write what I'm grateful for, and then when you realize how many things are happening in your life that you should be grateful for and happy, you're just naturally happy, and share it with all the people you love. Like if you're not on Instagram so much, just send a message to your best friend saying, hey, I'm here for you, I love you, I support you, and that's gonna make them smile, and then we'll make you smile back. So it just works like a zip zap zip game. I don't know. Do you get sick of people looking at you for your body and not you as a person? Not sick. I just think as humans, we are quick to judgment, and you know, we always judge a book by its cover, so that's a normal, natural thing. But yeah, I have there's so many people who just look at me like just the cover and don't want to really get to know me. So here I am recording this video for 30 minutes and showing you who I am on the inside, so you guys can stop looking at my body. Do you want to be a VS model? Please, no. I mean, it was a big dream of mine, and of course it's a big dream for every girl, because that's like the dream brand and job. But you know, if it comes, it comes. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. There's bigger things in life, this fly. So yeah, there's a lot of brands that I would love to work with, but I think finding some other brands that I've been working with in the past who have a beautiful company and beautiful people working for them and loving me for who I am, I think that's a beautiful feeling, and I'm great with that. Do you count calories or have a nutritional goal, or just eat healthy when you're hungry? I just eat healthy when I'm hungry. I don't have a goal, I don't count, so it's totally in the air. Do you only book photo shoots through agencies? That is the way, because you are signed to an agency and they represent you. So if you book something paid, not through the agency, not a good thing. What's the most important thing you've learned as a model? I've learned to always be kind to everyone, because if you're not, and if you treat someone lesser than you, it will backfire you like a yep. So I just learned, because you know, something small can happen. You can be in a bad mood and say something, and everyone talks like this, you know, especially in the industry. Like word goes around so fast, and you don't want to be treated from like a misunderstanding. You know how it is, like Chinese whispers, like you do something small and then it goes, and by the time it reaches you, you're like, I didn't do that, I didn't say that. Just be kind to everyone, be nice, you know, everyone's there to do their job. So that's something I learned a lot throughout the whole career. How do you know for which agency to work for? So this is a big thing where, you know, you have to walk into the agency and meet the whole team, and whoever you like vibe with the most, who gives you a good feeling, who shows you that they will be there to guide you and push you. It has to be in your gut, this feeling. And when I feel that deep inside of me, I know that they're the right ones. Were you ever asked to change yourself in some aspect by your agency? Hell yeah. I got told to lose my butt, get rid of my thighs, make them smaller, and at one point I said, my booty is my booty. I'm gonna keep it this way. Because there are people who will love you and book you for what you are, but yeah, you get told that a lot. So I'm healthy, I'm fit, I work out, so I'm happy with who I am now. So no one's gonna tell me otherwise. What is the worst you have experienced on your way to the top? I think like the loss of friends that kind of sometimes they don't understand, or they're jealous, or, you know, a lot of girls tend to get very jealous fast and not supportive. There's not a lot of woman empowerment that's happening, and that's something I like live for. I love having a group of girls or women around me that I'm inspired by and they're inspired by, and that every little victory that you have, they will support. So I think the biggest disappointment is like when you do achieve something and you're going up instead of being lifted by all your friends, some people just like shit on you. Yeah, and the other biggest disappointment is how many bad people are in the industry. Yeah, a lot of bad intentions. How many travel days do you have per year? So it's always different because it depends where you are. Sometimes as models we get placed like in a city. So I go to LA for 3 months and I just stay there, and then like once or twice in those times I go to somewhere in like the US, usually like maybe Sacramento or Chicago, like very like nearby places. But when you're in Europe, because everything is so close, when I was in Berlin, I was going to London every week from Monday to Friday, and then I was coming back. So I was traveling on Sunday night, so that's one flight, working the whole week, and then coming back Friday night. So I would take a plane twice a week, and it's crazy. And sometimes I had days where I was traveling, you know, I took 4 planes or 5 planes a week. So it like as a woman too, it definitely messes up your system, kind of like because your periods are off track, you know. It's a crazy thing to look into, because sometimes you're like, whoa, why am I like sick all the time? My immune system is low, my periods are off, and like it does, like it fluctuates, and the time differences do play a big role on your body. So it's a big thing. But the best thing is to make sure you like, you know what you're doing, and you research and you get things that work well with your body and keep it together and keep you fresh and keep your immunity high. So yeah, definitely have to find out things that work best for you. Opinions on modeling nude. So this was a very common question, and I decided to answer it because I don't really have an opinion on modeling or on someone modeling nude. I think I had a fully nude shoot just for myself to again, build your confidence. And I know a lot of my girlfriends did the same. It's not necessarily published by the photographer. It's something that adds on to your shoot. And I think it's great for you to have, because you can look and be like, damn, that's me, that's my body, and be proud of yourself. And I think it's a great tool but this is very important, guys. Find a good photographer or your friend who can take pictures of you, because you know how many times these pictures can be like posted or end up where you don't want them to be. So that's a very, very, very important thing. Like I shot only once with a photographer I trusted, and that just stayed between us. And I think that helped me really like gain confidence. And you see your body, and I think a woman's body is beautiful. So definitely use it in a very safe way. Do you abstain yourself from sugar, or do you consume it in moderation? In moderation. I don't stay away from it because I love it, but find things that are nice and healthy sugars than like fruits and stuff than the bad ones. And last question, guys. Is it possible to study and work as a model at the same time? Absolutely not. Because I've tried and it didn't work. So modeling is a full-time thing, and if you're going into it, you have to go into it. So either you study and model, or you leave your studies because you have great great opportunities and you just go model. So guys, that was the end of the questions. Thank you so much for the beautiful and great questions. Made me think, and I hope I helped you with whatever knowledge I have. I'm looking forward to do a part 2 video, but for now, I hope you enjoyed this video, and please leave in your comments what you liked and what would you like to see in my next upcoming YouTube videos. Have a great weekend, and I love you guys. Mwah, 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 mwah.